Hey guys, I'm Steph and welcome back to my beauty stash. Today we're talking movies and makeup. I picked up the brand new Uoma Beauty Coming to America collection. With the new release of Coming to America came these beautiful makeup products that I couldn't wait to try out for you guys. Uoma Beauty is a Black-owned beauty brand that you can find at Ulta and on RevitaLash. I ordered my goodies straight from the Uoma Beauty website the day it launched. Now, they released 3 eyeshadow palettes, which I got all 3, and we're going to be creating 3 looks today. They released some lipsticks, which I got 1 shade of the Bullet lipsticks. They released highlighters, and I want to say it was just 1 highlighter palette, and I didn't go for it because a couple of the shades look like they would be a little too dark for my skin tone. And then I don't know if they released some lip glosses or some eyeliner. I will have all of the collection linked in the description box down below, and it will be linked to RevitaLash. Now, as far as this being in Europe or overseas, I want to say that maybe Beauty Bay has it. And if Beauty Bay does carry it, I will definitely have that link for you guys in the description box. But I cannot wait to try these products out. If you guys haven't seen Coming to America, the sequel, I'm not going to spoil anything for you. I'm not going to give away the ending or the entire plot. But at the end of today's video, not only am I going to give you my final thoughts on the makeup, I'll also let you know what I thought of the movie. I can tell you right now, the original Coming to America, I grew up watching that. Hilarious. Have so many of the lines memorized. That is a good movie. Start with that one. If you've never heard of Coming to America, never seen it, Eddie Murphy, Arsenio Hall, and the rest of the cast, absolutely amazing, but please watch the first one before you watch the second one. So now let me quickly show you what these palettes look like. This is the larger palette of the 3, and this one is called Royal Heir-Itage, and you have it black there. Beautiful, like matte black packaging, and look at the artwork there on the front. And this one is a 10 pan eyeshadow palette. These are really pretty shades, really pretty neutral shades, but you can still create some fun looks with them. That whole top row is shimmer and the bottom are matte shades. Really pretty if you're into pink and mauve and a little bit of purple. This palette looks stunning. It does come with the mirror, and up here, right below the mirror, it says, "Don't mess with my money." And this palette retails for $44. So now let's talk about the mini palettes. This is what the packaging looks like, and they both have the same outer packaging. This one that I'm going to show you first is Good Morning Zamunda. And you do get a mirror, and that is what Good Morning Zamunda looks like. So predominantly a shimmer palette with 3 matte shades. I'm really glad that they included a black shade in there. And then that purple and that red, they look really, really pretty as well. I have not gone outside to swatch it yet. And I usually do that before I sit down and play with the makeup, but I didn't have a chance. I did a quick Instagram reel with these, but I wasn't able to swatch it. So before you see me do the application portion of today's video, I will be inserting swatches of each palette and the lipstick I picked up. This next mini palette, again, same packaging, really, really pretty with the lion on here, the matte black and the gold embossing. This one is called Queen to Be. And this is what Queen to Be looks like, really colorful. You have more matte shades in this one. There are 5 matte and 4 shimmers. So guys, just right off the bat in looking at these palettes, they all complement each other. So if you're a big fan of the movie, maybe you're a big fan of Uoma Beauty and you want to have all 3 of these in your collection, just know that you can most definitely mix and match them because all of the colors are so much fun. Now guys, I know you're probably wondering, well Steph, a lot of those shades look really similar to each other. These are what the palettes look like side by side. There are no double shades. So each shade is an original in each palette, although you can see that there are definitely some similarities, and I'll go over that in the swatch portion of the video. I will swatch some of the similar shades next to each other so you can just see what they're going to look like. But these are what the palettes look like, so you can definitely see if you get them all, they're all going to complement each other perfectly. I forgot to mention the smaller eyeshadow palettes, those retail for $29 each. Now, the last thing I picked up was a lipstick, and I really love the packaging on this. It says Black Magic there, and then it has Uoma Beauty right here. Really, really nice, sleek packaging. And there's a nice little weight to this lipstick. Really, really pretty. And this shade that I picked up is called Not So Meeka. Let's go ahead and swatch this one here. That way you guys can see what it's gonna look like. Ooh, and this is a creamy, like a glossy lipstick. So it doesn't come off as dark as it appears in the bullet. Definitely a lighter shade and definitely has a nice shine to it. So actually what I'm gonna do right now is I'm just gonna apply this because this is the only shade I got. It feels super creamy. It doesn't feel heavy either. So you can see that there is quite a bit of a difference in shade, the way it looks in the bullet compared to the way it looks on my lips. It's a very lightweight formula, very glossy, very comfortable formula. Don't know how long this is going to last, but I am gonna wear it throughout filming today. So, and of course I have my iced tea, I have some water here. So we'll see how it wears, but I think it's a really pretty shade. I'm liking the formula right now. This is my first time purchasing an Uoma Beauty lipstick. I believe I only have one Uoma Beauty product in my stash, and that is a 10-pan eyeshadow palette, 10 or 12-pan eyeshadow palette. It's a palette this size, so I'm thinking it's 10-pan just like this one, but really, really nice. I do like that palette quite a bit, but I'm excited, guys. I'm excited to be creating these 3 looks, one with each eyeshadow palette, and then after we do that, I will come back on and give you guys my review, my final thoughts about this Coming to America by Uoma Beauty collaboration. If you guys want to see these palettes in action, keep on watching. So those were the 3 looks that I created using each of the 3 eyeshadow palettes that I picked up from Uoma Beauty in collaboration with the movie Coming to America, the sequel. So let's start with the first mini eyeshadow palette I used. This one is Good Morning Zamunda, and the only matte shade I didn't use was this red one up here. The other 2 performed really great. I'm really glad that they included the matte black because you could really deepen up the looks, and I ended up using the matte black as an eyeliner as well. The shimmers are really, really pretty. I do recommend spraying your brush. You're gonna get a little bit of fallout, but it was easily wiped away, and I did powder my under eye area prior to starting the eye look, but I thought that they were really pretty. And any one of these guys, if you just do like the black all over the eyelid and then apply one of these shimmers on top of it, it's gonna look amazing. And you can easily create a look just by using 2 shades with this palette. So I'm really feeling the color story on this one. They're just really, really pretty shades, and it was a nice palette to work with. So now let's move on to the second mini palette, which is Queen to Be, and this is the lighter of the 2. Again, really pretty shades. All of these palettes, they're gonna have purples in them, kind of like mauve-y tones. So if you're into those shades, and I think any one of these palettes is gonna be really, really good for you. This palette has 5 matte shades, and I used all 5 of them. All right, so now let's talk about the larger palette, which is the one that I have on right now, and this one is called Royal Heritage. I really liked this palette. I thought the color story was really, really pretty. It's more of a neutral palette. So if you're not into all of those colorful shades that were in the smaller palettes, this is definitely something you might want to consider. This is just gorgeous. The color story here is absolutely beautiful. You can get something really light or you can really deepen it up. I just love all of those beautiful shimmer shades and the different shifts and reflex that they have in them. Really, really pretty. I'm really pleased with the way this eye look came out. And guys, performance-wise, once again, all of the shades across the board performed really, really well. I have to say, guys, in comparing these 3 palettes to the other palette that I own, and I'm going to put a picture of it right here because this is the only Uoma Beauty product that I have in my stash other than this collection, I felt like these shadows are much better quality than that was. I just feel like I got a better blend, I got better pigmentation, and the shimmers, if I remember correctly, I had a little bit of trouble with those shimmers, but these shimmers gave me no problems at all. Just spray your brush, and I think you're going to be able to create some amazing looks. Whether you pick up just the large palette or maybe one large and one small, or maybe you're going to be like me and pick up all 3, I don't think you're going to be disappointed with any of them. My recommendation though would be if you're going to pick up a small palette, I would just pick them both up because I think they're going to complement each other really nicely. And then you do have that matte black in the Good Morning Zamunda palette that can really help build up the shades in the Queen to Be palette. So that would be my recommendation, or not get the mini palettes at all and just go for the Royal Heritage palette because this is just a beautiful, more neutral color story. Absolutely love it. Guys, the lipstick is in the shade Not So Meeka. I've been filming this video for about 2 hours. I've been drinking my water and my iced tea and it is still on. I do think the shade is really, really pretty. I'm really liking it and I like the formula. This is a very lightweight, just buttery, creamy lipstick, but I feel like the shade is off. What do you guys think? And that's what I felt with some of the shades in the eyeshadow palette. I felt like some of the shades, they came across darker than they were in the pan. And with the lipstick, it's coming off lighter than what it is in the bullet. I will have all of these products linked in the description box down below in case you are interested in purchasing any of them. Some of those links might be affiliate links, so if you do end up purchasing, I thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. I think Uoma Beauty did a fantastic job of representing what the movie was about, what the movie contained, because right off the bat, guys, you're gonna notice all of the gorgeous makeup and all of the intricate details in the costumes. The costumes are stunning, and this collection that Uoma Beauty has curated around Coming to America, all of these colors, all of the shades are represented in the movie in some way, shape, or form. So I think that Uoma Beauty did a really great job of capturing the whole essence of the movie through makeup and through costume. Absolutely 100% fantastic. So guys, really quick, I'm just gonna throw my opinion out there on Coming to America, the sequel. There's nothing like an original, guys. I am a huge fan of Coming to America, the original one that debuted in the early 90s. I mean, absolutely hilarious. Now, the comedy in the sequel is not necessarily the same type of comedy that's in the original. I think it's taken down a few notches. And I don't know if that's because it's on Amazon Prime and it wasn't released in the theater the way Coming to America, the original was. Not too sure, but there really is a difference as far as the language, as far as what's included. There's some major differences. So if you haven't watched part one, watch it first before you watch this one. Although I will say I loved the references to part one. I love that they included clips from part one, just in case you hadn't watched part one and you're kind of lost with the references that they are making. They did go ahead and include those clips. And guys, I think like 98% of the original cast is featured in some way, shape, or form in the sequel. And I love that. It was just like reminiscing, going down memory lane. And I really loved the way they brought all of that together. I like the way that they tied the two movies together. Now, it's a cute movie. I don't think it is Eddie Murphy or Arsenio Hall at their funniest, but it was a great production as far as costumes, as far as makeup, as far as dancing. It definitely provided some great entertainment. So those are just my quick thoughts on the movie. If you haven't seen Coming to America Part 2, it is available right now on Amazon Prime and I believe on Paramount Plus. I don't have Paramount Plus, but I have Amazon Prime, so that's how I was able to watch it. Let me know, guys, what did you think of the 3 looks I created? What did you think of Coming to America, the sequel? Are you a fan of the original, the sequel, both? What did you think of the whole collection? Sound off below. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. You all have a great day or night, wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, guys. Drink your water, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.